In this video, I'm going to explain the multiplication of complex numbers in rectangular form and also in polar form. In rectangular form, you simply apply the FOIL method and you simplify, noting that I squared is equals to -1. Please don't forget this part here. It is a fact that you're going to use in simplifying your complex numbers after the multiplication. Then if it is in polar form, all you do, you multiply the moduli. So the modulus of z1 times the modulus of z2. Then you add the arguments, θ1 plus θ2. That's it. Both ways are very easy. I think the multiplication of complex numbers in polar form is much easier than the multiplication of complex numbers in rectangular form. However, both are quite straightforward. So let me go straight to an example. My example is going to be I'm going to use an example in rectangular form first. So multiplication, so multiply. So z1 is 4 minus 3i. This is my z1, 4 minus 3i. Then I have a z2, which is 2 minus 6i. So 2 minus 6i. This is my z2. I am required to find, the question is, say, find z1 times z2. In other words, multiply these two. So this is the solution, and this is the approach that you use. It doesn't matter what you're given, you do it this way. z1 times z2 is essentially equals to, I'm going to use brackets to show my multiplication, 4 minus 3i times 2 minus 6i. This is where I apply the FOIL method. If you remember, just like the way you do your algebra with A's and B's and X's, you just multiply here the first bracket, multiplying the second bracket. This means 4 times 2, we get an 8. 4 times minus 6i, we get minus 24i. Then minus 3i times 2, we get minus 6i. Then minus 3i times minus 6i. If we multiply these two, we get a positive 18i squared. So this is 18i squared. All right, let us simplify 8. If we simplify the i's, we get minus 30i. Then plus 18 times minus 1. We're going to replace the I squared with minus 1 because this part here is actually also real. So let us add the real parts together. This is like 88 minus 18 minus 30i, which gives us 8 minus 18. This is minus 10 minus 30i. This is our final answer. We have multiplied two complex numbers in rectangular form. We used the FOIL method and we simplified by noting that I squared is equals to minus 1. That's all. I'm going to do now the multiplication in polar form. I have two complex numbers in polar form and I'm required to multiply them. Okay, so multiplication in polar form. This is polar form. In polar form, I have z1, which is written as 4 cis 310 degrees. So from here, r is 4. This is our modulus, and our argument is 310. Then we have another complex number z2, which is written as 3 cis 20 degrees. So if I'm going to mimic the general form, this is r1, this is θ1, and this is r2, and this is θ2. If we are to evaluate z1 times z2, Our answer is R1 times R2, then theta 1 plus theta 2. From what we have, this is 4 times 3, and our angle is 310 degrees plus 20 degrees. So we have 12, and the angle is 330 degrees, 330 degrees. You can express this in different versions of the polar form. This is the right version. This is correct. You can also write this as 12 CIS 330 degrees. This is another version of the polar form. That is our answer. And this is how you do the multiplication of complex numbers in polar form. I don't want to make the video very long. Whatever you are given, the approach is the same. You just multiply your moduli and you add the arguments. Otherwise, thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, just write in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up to the video. Thank you.